to be a fly on the wall at the Drew Barrymore show when Meghan Markle made her grand entrance, because, let's be honest, this wasn't your typical Hollywood love fest. Far from it, actually. If we're to believe the reports, and who wouldn't, it sounds like a juicy mess. Meghan came in like a storm cloud, bringing enough drama to make a soap opera look tame. It's hard to imagine a more perfect metaphor than a Buckingham Palace butler serving tea at the wrong temperature. Yeah, that's the level of warmth Meghan allegedly brought to Drew's staff. Now, let's set the scene, shall we? Drew Barrymore, the epitome of sunshine in Hollywood, doing her thing, smiling, charming, and just radiating that "I'm here to make everyone's day better" energy. But what does Meghan do? She storms in, acting like a thunderstorm in the middle of a perfect sunny day. Reports claim that she was condescending to the crew, throwing out diva demands, and carrying herself like someone who still thinks she's next in line for the throne. Newsflash, sweetheart, you're not. Meghan might have been all smiles on the outside, but behind the scenes, it was clear that she thought she deserved a royal treatment just by showing up. The real kicker, Meghan apparently couldn't fathom that Drew Barrymore, a bona fide Hollywood A-lister with decades of experience, wasn't exactly jumping at the chance to bow down to her. I mean, how dare Drew, a wildly successful actress, producer, and talk show host, refuse to curtsy or address Meghan as Duchess? Maybe Drew had the audacity to believe that your title doesn't automatically make you better than everyone else. Hard to imagine, right? But there it is, a reality check that Meghan's ego just couldn't handle. And, oh, speaking of titles, Meghan's latest rebrand attempt, because we all know she loves a good rebrand, is to ditch her last name, Markle, and go full Sussex. Because clearly, that's the key to her success, right? Well, apparently it's confusing literally everyone, including Meghan herself. Just a little reminder here, darling. Sussex is a title, not a surname. Even Harry isn't running around calling himself Harry Sussex. But Meghan, of course, isn't letting that tiny detail get in the way of her latest identity crisis. It's all part of the "I'm more important than you" show she's trying so hard to sell, and the eye rolls from Drew's team were probably audible from space. But the real cherry on top of this whole disaster? Meghan reportedly treated Drew's staff like they were beneath her, dismissing them completely, as if they should be grateful just to be in her presence, because clearly the show was all about her, right? Forget the fact that she was a guest on Drew's show. No, Meghan made sure the entire production revolved around her, because naturally, her ego needs all the attention. But, in classic Meghan fashion, her behavior wasn't exactly a hit. Word around the set is that Drew and her team were probably counting down the seconds until Meghan strutted off set, leaving behind a trail of exhausted staffers and a collective sigh of relief. Now, let's talk about Meghan's ongoing struggles, professional and personal. The reports are flying that her marriage to Harry might not be as picture perfect as the Sussex PR machine would like us to believe. Shocking, right? Combine that with her failed projects, constant reinvention of her public persona, and the growing backlash, and it's clear that Meghan's been desperately trying to stay relevant. And let's be real, she's not doing a great job of it. So what's next for Meghan? A new name? Another round of grievances? Maybe she'll come out with a tell-all book titled "How I Was Bullied by Drew Barrymore's Staff." At this point, nothing would surprise me, but one thing's for sure. No matter how hard Meghan Markle tries to rebrand herself, the world is just not buying it, and it looks like Drew Barrymore isn't either.